Michael Chandler is that annoying ex-girlfriend that doesn't shut the fuck up about you. You know what I mean? And any mention that his ex makes about him, he's clinging on to it. You know, like, oh well, my ex-boyfriend just spoke about me, so he must still like me. That's what Chandler is to Conor McGregor. That annoying ex-girlfriend that he can just string along. He knows he can string along, get her whenever he wants. It'll come running back to him. So this is about the White House card. We know Dana White wants Conor McGregor to headline it for some reason. I don't know why. He's literally unranked, hasn't had a fight in 5 fucking years when this event eventually comes around. I spoke about it the other day. But he's again called out Michael Chandler. We'll watch the clip of Conor McGregor calling out Michael Chandler on Fox News. And we'll look at Chandler's response. And it's just sad at this point. How many times has Michael Chandler called out Conor? I've got them listed on ChatGPT. We're going to go through them. But for now, let's listen to what Conor McGregor had to say.
A good back and forth. He's a good, tough guy. And, you know, the Mac is excited to get back for sure. I am. This is me. Michael Chandler and myself have done the show, The Ultimate Fighter. We've had a good back and forth. He's a good, tough guy. And, you know, the Mac is excited to get back for sure. I am. This is me.
I don't believe it. I just don't believe it. He looks like he just looks so uninterested. I mean, just look at his face when he says this. He's like, and you know, I really want to get back in there. I'm not convinced.
Michael Chandler and myself have done the show, The Ultimate Fighter. We've had a good back and forth. He's a good, tough guy. And, you know, the Mac is excited to get back for sure. I am.
It's like he's trying to force himself to talk. But yeah, anyway, he calls out Chandler, okay, and like the desperate ex that Chandler is, he bites to it. So we're going to listen to what Michael Chandler has to say. Just move on, Chandler. Just move the fuck on. You've literally been waiting that long now that it's getting kind of sad. It's getting really fucking sad. So listen to what Michael Chandler had to say. I don't know why he's still waiting for Conor. It's never going to happen. And I've got some thoughts about this fight if it does happen. And we'll get into that at the end. But for now, what has Michael Chandler got to say? The desperate ex-girlfriend. What's he got to say?
Obviously, as we heard Conor earlier, that is the fight to make. Conor and I, we have some history. We did The Ultimate Fighter 12 weeks on ESPN. I'm the opponent that he wants. He's the opponent that I want. And it seems like that's a heck of a main event for the UFC White House.
How many times have you...
A heck of a what, Michael Chandler? A heck of a what now?
I'm the opponent that he wants. He's the opponent that I want. And it seems like that's a heck of a main event for the UFC White House.
A heck of a main event. Michael Chandler. You're 2-5 in the UFC. You're literally 2-5 in the UFC. Okay. Not only that, Michael Chandler, you're ranked number 12, and Conor's not even in the rankings. I don't give a shit how big of a name Conor McGregor is. Brock Lesnar's a big name as well. If he came back, are we just going to give him a main event? Conor McGregor's been sat out since 2021, stringing on everyone, and Dana wants him to main event the White House card for some reason. He's going to get unranked Conor McGregor and number 12 ranked Michael Chandler. Two old men. Two old out of the prime men. Okay, one's been out for years on drinking and drugs benders. Alright, sexually assaulting people and cheating on his wife. Failing to turn up to presidential elections and partying, drinking and doing drugs for the past 5 years. And Michael Chandler's 2-5 in the UFC. That's the main event for the biggest UFC event of all time. That's the main event that's the main event that we're going for. Conor versus Michael Chandler. Number 12 ranked versus unranked. That fight's been and gone. No one gives a shit anymore. It was interesting when Tough was around. Okay, when they did the Tough season, it was interesting then. No one cares anymore. And this is going to be the biggest UFC event of all time. Bigger than the Sphere, which, by the way, was a bit of a disappointment on paper. Okay. How the fuck's that not muted, bro? Annoying little fucking TV. Anyway. Just like Noche at the Sphere was kind of a letdown on paper. It seems like we're going to be getting that again at the White House. Because this isn't a main event. This isn't a main event of a pay-per-view anymore, let alone the biggest event of all time. And on to Michael Chandler calling out Conor McGregor. This is embarrassing. I asked ChatGPT, how many times has Michael Chandler called out Conor McGregor? Bearing in mind, they haven't fought yet. He joined in 2021. He called him out in 2021. It's now going to be 2026, and they haven't fought yet. These are just the notable call-outs, okay? There isn't an official count because he's mentioned McGregor in many interviews, press conferences, and social media posts. So it's actually more than this. It's more than this. But this is throughout the years, okay? So January 2021, knocks out Dan Hooker in his debut, calls out Conor McGregor, and asks for a title fight. Gets his title fight, doesn't get Conor McGregor, whatever. He then lost to Charles Oliveira for the title. Still mentioned Conor McGregor then. Lost to Justin Gaethje. Alright. Again, reiterated desire to fight Conor McGregor. 2022, multiple interviews. Frequently said Chandler vs. McGregor would be the biggest fight in MMA. Multiple interviews in 2022. Still calling him out. KO Tony Ferguson. Delivered his famous Conor McGregor, you got to come back and fight somebody. Call out on the mic. Okay, so this is... If we're just going off the bullet points, this is now the 5th time, even though this is multiple interviews in 2022, by the way. Media appearances, late 22, early 23. Repeatedly pushed for the matchup with McGregor while McGregor recovered from an injury. So loads of media, multiple media appearances. Then obviously the Tough. Obviously he's going to call him out, when he's on Tough. That's fair enough because they're on Tough. You'd expect them to fight at the end. Then throughout 23 and 24, ongoing interviews and social media continues to call for the fight as negotiations drag on. So the summary is, at least 6 to 8 major public call-outs, as in like interviews and in like fights and stuff, and dozens of smaller mentions in presses, podcasts, and social media. All of this, and still no fight. And then we have, again he's calling for it. He just can't quit. He's an ex that just doesn't know when to stop. He can't get the message. Conor's not coming back. And even if he does come back, this better not be the fucking main event, because I will not be happy with this as a main event for the biggest fight card of all time, because you know what they'll do? They'll get this is the main event and a championship match underneath. I don't mind it as the co-main. I don't mind it as the feature fight. It's a big fight for any Conor fight is going to draw eyes. He doesn't need to be the main event though. He doesn't deserve it. What has he done and what has Michael Chandler done recently to deserve a main event spot on the biggest fight card of all time? They haven't done anything. It shouldn't be the main event. And Michael Chandler is embarrassing for continuing to call out Conor McGregor, because as we've just been through the list. Look at all these lists. Look at all of them. It's pathetic, and it shouldn't be the fight that happens next. Well, for each guy it makes sense. I mean, it shouldn't be the fight that main events the White House card. Get Ilia Topuria to main event that White House card, because he said he's not returning now until 2026. If he isn't, keep him until the White House card. I don't care. Keep him for the White House card. Anything but this. Anything but this. Well, not anything, but it shouldn't be the fight anyway. I don't know what you guys think. Michael Chandler is that desperate ex-girlfriend that he just can't say no. Let me know what you think. Become a member today. New members video dropped today as well, so that's exciting. Go watch that. More content coming soon. I'm starting a fitness channel tomorrow. So a video coming out later next week about my new bulking diet. So if you are a skinny guy wanting to bulk up, go subscribe. The link's down below to No Bromo Lifts. And yeah, join the journey. Like and subscribe. Links down below. Till next time, I'll see you in a bit.